Well, hello, people, my future friends. This is a game that I'm definitely glad to play, and it's been one of my favorites throughout all time. And I've learned quite a bit about this game, so I'm just going to head into this game with my skills, and you can learn from me, and also there's going to be a lot of strategies that I'll use. So just bear with me. I'm not a perfect player at this game, but here we go. I'll show you the ropes. So I'm going to play on a huge map because that's my favorite. Hit continue there. And Egyptians are by far my favorite race because they are religious, which makes their culture expand. So here we go. I'm just going to get all these randomized. There, I have all the rivals that I want to play with. I'm going to get a challenge. Alright? And another thing about Egyptians, they're also industrious, which makes them allowed to be able to irrigate and build roads faster than other races, which is pretty cool. But there are other races that are industrious too, so this isn't the only race that does that. Here we go, right into the game. So here we go. I'm gonna find a place to settle. I'm just gonna move one here so I can be closer to a river that I see, and I'll be right here because I want to mine on the shields. That shield on the grass. That's what I like to get a mine on that. So I'll spend a few turns getting set up. And it's best to build right by the river. So here I go. I'll just name this whatever I want. The Gensai Palace. I like a lot of J's in my names. It's pretty cool that way. Alright. I'd like to get a warrior because you need to scout out the map as much as you can at the beginning of the game. That's pretty key. Alright. So just what I need is to get my science to go all the way down so I can get as much gold as I can for the turn, but I'm not researching science. So that's good. End my turn. Sweet. Alright. I want pottery. That way I can grow exponentially and plenty of cities pretty fast. All right. I put that science up, not all the way, but just enough where I can still make enough gold. Go. And I can click explore and he'll just automatically explore on his own. Right, now he's done. Now I want to go over here. All right, I found cattle. It's really good to start off with cattle by your main city. So that's a good thing. I can settle close by that cattle. All right. I am going to build a mine here. All right, great. Now I'm ready to start building a settler. Because I want to build a settler as soon as my growth hits to the next size up. And I can fortify this in my city so that I get happiness in my city. So that's definitely good. So I'll just keep going here. Keep scouting around and wait till my settler builds. Yeah, pardon that sound is a little annoying, but still an enjoyable game. Let's see. Cool. Sure, that's a good deal. Except that's pretty nice of him. Gotta see what my city size is. Well, still 2. Got like 6 turns before I can build a settler. Alright. And I'm just gonna go over here. Well, I'll build a road here first, actually, so I can get traveling to my location as quick as possible. So I'll just build a road. Alright, sweet. Got my pottery. Go with the wheel. Helps me to know where horses are on the map. So when I build a road on the horses, I'll get that resource. So I can build chariots. So here we go. Build a road here. My turn. Alright. Right now, I am not on the list. I'm not on the largest nations of the world list. That's okay. Because eventually we'll get there. So I'm going to build here because that's by the river and it's quite a distance away from my other city, which is what I want. I will irrigate this so I can get more food for my city so it can grow faster. Oh, I gotta change this to build a granary now. Now, build my city. And what you want to do when you build your cities, you want to build them so that they line up next to each other. Give them 4 spaces in between each city if you can. Sometimes you can't. Just kind of find a good spot where you're not covering up a good resource, unless it's like gems or wine. You can cover those, you'll still get the resource. But resources like cattle, if you build on the cattle, it will go away. You'll still get the regular 2 food instead of 4 food from cattle. I'm just going to play the game a bit and watch how I strategize this. Now I got my cities connected with roads. Now I'll automate him so it can automatically build those roads and irrigations and mines however is needed. In my turn, fortify this guy. I'm building more settlers, which is great. And the reason why I'm able to build more settlers pretty fast is because of that cattle. It'll grow really fast. Once my granary builds, I'll just be building settlers left and right. Here we go. And I have to be careful to check my happiness. Once that city grows to the next size, I have to check to see if it's still happy. Otherwise, it doesn't build what I want. Definitely important to keep a unit fortified in your city to keep it happy. I'll get alphabet because that's a good to get for getting technology higher up in higher advanced technology. Sorry, there we go. I am going to go buy the gems right there because I need some really good income and happiness. Those gems produce happiness for you. So I'll build right here. Oh, right there. I'll go check my city, size 3, still happy, good. All right. All right, I got another settler. I am going to go where there is a river. I'm going right there. Great. There. Warrior. More warriors I can get on the map scouting, the better. Alright, not bad. I'm the puny Egyptian, but that's okay. I'll get more technology eventually. And get more technology by building cities on rivers, because they give you a lot of gold on rivers, or by oceans, or by the seashore. So that's good. Well, this is working out really nice. Got lots of good growth. These wheats are really good growth, and cattle are really good growth. Whatever you can find for good growth, help you get started in your game is really good. Sometimes I get into the mode of restarting a game until I finally find a starting point where it starts me out with cattle or good resources. But um, this time I lucked out. Started out pretty good. I'm going to get worker here because the more workers I have to benefit the land, the better. All right, more settlers. Let's see. Go right there. I want to go here because there's gold here. I might have to go here instead of here because this is just a little too close, maybe. No, I could still do that because I get these two spots if I go here in this circle. So it's good. Go here. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope everyone that is out there watching this enjoy your day. Life is tough, but don't get so involved with the game that you get to a point where it's frustrating because life doesn't always go great if you're feeling the negative thoughts all the time in your game. So you just gotta play it cool and you'll be fine. And find what brings you joy in the game, like the colors and the units that look so nice, and enjoy what it's worth. You don't have to enjoy the game for winning all the time because sometimes you're going to lose, but sometimes you're going to win. Eventually, you learn how to win. But I'm going to show you how to win in this game. It's not on the easiest difficulty. This is on Reagan difficulty, which is a step up above two easy difficulties. So it's somewhat hard. So we've got a challenge to work with. All right. I'm going to check my science, see what it's doing. It's giving me -1 gold. I can turn it down and give me +2 gold per turn. I'm going to get the +2 gold because I don't want to run into the situation where I'm out of gold. I always want plus gold as I go. You don't always have to have every city on rivers. You can build on places where there's no rivers, because in time throughout the end game, once you start building railroads and you get a higher government, which is monarchy or democracy or whatever you want, they give better food and better stuff for you in the end. So you just gotta go with it. Huh. I'm gonna see if he'll give me anything better than that. Huh? That's all he can give me. That's fine. Always trade with your opponents points, because that helps you get more technology fast. So that's what I'll do. I'm going to go for writing, because that's a step closer towards being able to build a great wonder like the Great Library. If you get that, that helps you get higher technology faster. So here we go. I'm going for that. Change this to worker. Oh, sweet. He's actually going to allow me to do this kind of a deal. I'm just giving him one technology for 2. And I'm just giving him 20 gold. That's actually pretty decent. His alphabet is pretty high up there on the technology. It's more worth to have alphabet than it is mysticism. But he's going to give me ironworking, and I really need that. So I'm going to do that deal. Getting a 2 for 1 deal, it's always worth it. Unless it's too high of a technology that's not even worth the double deal. Put him on explore. Him on explore. Explore. Alright. Let's get this land all covered with cities as much as we can before they do. So I'm going to get a temple here now. The reason why I'm getting a temple there is because his culture is right next to mine. If I get temple quick, my culture will overtake this city eventually, unless it doesn't work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Depends on if they make a temple in their city too, or get their culture up with other items or buildings, I mean. Always, when you build your cities to expand, always expand close to your first city and then expand outward further. But do it step at a time. Go around in a circle around your main city and then keep growing around further and further out, one step at a time. Don't go looking for high resources right away unless it's really important that you know they're going to get it before you, and go for it. But other than that, you don't need to hurry and rush to get special resources. I found that's just, you end up with less cities that way. Sometimes people will get in your way. That's okay. Just wait a turn. All right, another city by the river. Heck yeah. Woo! All right, we are banging now with lots of cities. Pretty soon I'll get that resource down there at the gems. Did you see that? I'll show it to you in a bit. Get a settler there. settler here too. Horseback riding for free. Sweet. Those guys always get in your way sometimes. I don't know why they do it, but they sure find the right opportunity to get right in your way before you build a city. Just part of the game, you know. Just part of the game. It's okay. Go. Warrior would be good. Alright, let's go get those gems down there, right down here. That'll be perfect. Plus it's by deer, so that'll give you good growth too. Having good growth and gems, that's pretty darn good. That is a bonus. Got good food and good income that way. Alright, I'm going to get a settler here. Eventually I'm going to want to start building spearmen in each one of my cities so that I can defend my cities. But for right now, I'm okay. Got a temple here going because it's not growing really fast. So I gotta be used for the good shields that it's coming out of that city. So that'll work for now. I'll wait till I start irrigating up there first before I really mess around with building settlers and workers and anything else. Right now it'll just be a production city. That's a sweet spot. You want to get the wells if you can. Any other food that's close by. Plus it's by the ocean, so it's really nice. Alright. We are getting there to victory, one step at a time. Go for literature, because that way I can get the Great Library. That's going to be key for getting really high fast. I don't need that actually. Right. But I need the Great Library, is what I need, but I didn't need that page open. Let's see. Alright, I'm actually going to start getting some spearmen because I'm really close to their territory. I don't want them to start barging in on my stuff, on my cities. I'm holding my ground. So in this game, you can go to the settings or yeah, preferences, and you can take off the animated moves, uh, friendly moves. Those, all of these, I always uncheck off because it, it's more time consuming for the game. You can leave those on if you want, but I just take them off just because it plays the game faster. Uh, but I'll just keep playing the game. If I think of anything else that's helpful for you to know, I'll show you. All right, continuing onward. 'Sweet, I got iron right there. That'll be helpful. I don't know if I got horses yet, but let's see. Horses. No. Still haven't found horses yet. Just realized it. 'If I build the pyramids now, I'll have plenty of shields for when it's time to be building the Great Library. So I'm just going to switch over when it's time. Normally, I would build over here away from this river to be further away from other cities, but because it's by a river right here, I'll go for it. I'll build the city right by the river. Because if you don't build by a river, it costs you because you have to build an aqueduct if you don't build by a river. So if you build an aqueduct, it also costs taxes. You have to, and also have to pay for the support of the building. Each building you have to pay support. Much nicer when you can just not have to pay as much. Looks like someone finished the pyramids. Okay, not bad. They're doing good out there. Experiment. Here we go. Well, I found the horses. He's got it. Darn. That's okay. We'll find something else. We'll find a way. All right, more gems. Right by us. That's great. I gotta change that. I accidentally put temple. I can't do that yet. I need to at least get a spearman first before I start doing that. Scout some more. Alright. We are moving right along. Hey yo, moving right along. Hey yo, moving right along. Oh yeah. Let's see. Temple? Sounds good to me. Alright, now I need to start getting workers, like a lot of workers, so I can irrigate all of that land and mine all that land as much as possible. In fact, I'll change this to a worker too. All right, we got literature. Now we can build a great library. Code of laws is great because you can get your cities to have less corruption and less waste if you have courthouses. You make more money that way. So anything to get more money is a good thing. Let's see, I'm getting minus 2 gold per turn. That's okay for now. I just got to get my workers out. That's what's slowing me down. Once I get roads going, I'll get more income. Build another city there. By the river. Alright. Temple. No, I need to get a spearman. Okay. Let's see. Get some workers. It's really nice to build by hills and mountains so that you can actually get a lot of shields in your city. The hills and mountains give you a lot of shields. So you need to do that in this game if you really want to make a lot of things fast, like tanks and um, planes and jets and anything, or wonders that cost tons of shields. You need cities like that. But here we go, continuing along. Let's see. Is everything going good? Check the cities. We're going good. Change this to Great Library. Looks like up is the only way I can go with more settlers. Alright. I'm going to irrigate here so that I can get irrigation to the city that has no food. Alright, well, let's see, what should I get? Oh, I need to get workers, that's right. One more workers. Okay, my city grew to the next city size. So, because I have one happy citizen here, I'm allowed to have one unhappy citizen. That makes it workable. But if I have more citizens that are unhappy than I do the happy citizens, that makes the city go into civil disorder. And you don't want that. So that's what I'm watching out for. But it's okay if it happens. Just change. I'll show you how to change the city so that it's happy again once they go to civil disorder. I know it'll happen eventually, but because I'm not perfect at keeping each city uh, happy. Yeah. All right, free mathematics. So what I could do, I could take this off and I could put it on here. That would give me more shields and it would finish in 28 turns. But if I leave it here, my growth, it'll grow actually. But that's what I want, is I want the city to grow so I can actually do stuff higher. Higher thing, be able to build more things faster with higher growth. So always go for higher growth and less you really need to rush it out. But I don't need to rush it out. I know I'll be able to get that in that much time. It's okay. The reason why I'm not worried about it is because I'm building the Great Library early. Most civilizations won't have it built yet. I'm just apologizing for the mistake of walking in his territory. They like to bug you about walking in their territory. Okay, I'm going to get a library. I'm to the point where I just want to get my cities to get big and full of defense and full of good buildings that I could use to make each city very useful. So I'll stop building settlers and build a great, or I'll build a library here. I'll build a temple here. Check my other cities. All right, here we go. And I'm just playing in a ways that I'm at peace with all these different races all around me. I do that on purpose so that I can get big and strong without being at war. Because when you're at war, you just use all your units to go at it with someone else, and it takes your time away from getting stronger with higher tech and other things. Because if you have too many units, it costs you gold. For each unit you have, it costs you a certain amount of gold to maintain them, to support them. Just, I'll just start automating now all my workers. I'll irrigate there. Sometimes the workers don't irrigate where you want them to, so you have to manually tell them where to irrigate, or else they'll never irrigate to the hard cities to get to. So keep that in mind as you play throughout the game. You have to manually select your worker and move them to the spot to where you want them to irrigate or to build a mine. Usually it's the irrigating that's the problem, not mining. You can mine anywhere. They'll do that automatically, actually. shoot. Guess they built the gate library before me. Whoops. They built that a lot faster than me. Huh. Well, my option is to build one of these buildings. It's not going to be that great, but oh well, at least we get a library, right? Alright. I'm going to start building barracks. That allows me to build strong units as veterans. Turn this into a temple. Now, good one to go for. See, I want to go for these because it leads to monarchy. Monarchy can do really good for you, helps you to get more food, and some of you may have watched others show you that monarchy is a good way to go at the beginning of the game. But it's really nice to get technology and then go for monarchy. That way you can get technology faster. But it is great. I do say to go after monarchy as quick as you can. All right. Wait, I didn't get a temple in this, did I? Oh, I did get a temple. Okay. Great. I realize I didn't build a spearman in this city yet. Need that. Go onward, onward to getting stronger. Step by step. I'm getting -4 gold now. It's okay. I can do that for a few more turns. I don't need a courthouse in this city just because if you look in the city, there's no bad waste in it. It's a palace. It's your main city. It'll never get waste because that's where your starting location is. So it's good. Now I'll start getting swordsmen for my main city. What I need to do is I need to find horses over here. Did it got horses over here? We do got gems over here. I could go get that instead of building a city right here, and maybe I'll build closer over to that gems just so I can get the good resource. So this may not be the only game that I'll be posting on YouTube. I'll be playing quite a few different games that I'll post. Maybe you guys can ask me which kind of games you like. See if I'll play the game that you like, just to see how good I can do. You never know. Some games can be pretty hard. I've got quite a lot of games that I could play, so this ain't the only one. I like to put my army guys within range of their cities. So in case they attack me, I'm already on guard, ready to attack them back. Here's a strategy that I like to do. This new city that I just built right here, oh, I already got a guy that's right by it, so I'll put this warrior in it, and then I'll change this to building a temple so I can get that culture spread to take over these cities close by me. I want to do that. Take it over without killing the people in it. It'll just be mine. It'll flip over to being mine. I'll be the new governor over it. And it's nice that AI will sometimes not steal your city. Sometimes they will, but not usually. If you got your AI on uh, the mode of not being aggressive, then they won't normally take over your cities. They'll kind of stay away from your cities as friendly. But that's where a setting is at the beginning of a game that you have to choose. Do you want your enemies as uh, enemies that are aggressive or less aggressive? You can choose that. Another spearman in there. It's good to have 2 units in each city. It's okay to have one spearman and one warrior, but it's better to have 2 spearmen instead. and then eventually get 3 spearmen in each city once you get monarchy. I'm almost gotten polytheism in 1 more turn, so things are looking good. Alright, 1 more turn and then I gotta change my science technology down a notch because it's costing me too much gold for science. Monarchy, here we go. Yep, that's what I want. I'll get a library here. So -8, so now I'm +1 for moving that down 1. Well, that's pretty much everything I can do today. I'll have to come back to this game tomorrow. Just watch on my next video. Alright, so I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.